and happy Vlogmas day 23 or happy Christmas Eve. I have my hair on my face right now just because I was eating and I showered this morning but I didn't wash my hair, so I've been trying to keep it out of my face. As you can tell, I'm still stuffy, but I actually am feeling a lot better. Like, I expected to wake up and like be sick and it's really just the sinus pressure still, so I really think I do have a sinus infection since it's not the flu or COVID or anything like that, and I never really felt like achy. Last night I was starting to feel like I thought I was gonna be like achy and stuff. I guess I slept it off. I don't know. But today I'm not going anywhere. I'm just working on Christmas presents and doing all that, and I need to make the labels for all these candles. So these are all the candles that we are gifting for Christmas, and I bought some stuff to put them in yesterday. I need to finish making the labels, so I thought we could do that together, but I also need to clean my counter. Oh, update on this calendar. So we bought this digital calendar and we were planning on like this being our kind of home calendar or whatever, but it's not working. Like, I added an event for the 25th and it's showing up on my phone, and I added it on here, but it's not, like, I don't know, it's just not working. And so we're gonna return this one, and we found another one that's a little bit more, still not as expensive as the Skylight. It seems to have better reviews and you can do a little bit more on it, and it's called the Apollo light. So that's gonna be here tomorrow and we're gonna return this one, I think. So that's the update on that calendar. We were really excited, but I just don't know if, like, going off brand, like, there's no, I don't mind buying off brand stuff, but you couldn't ask for help, like, with customer service. Like, there's no one, like, to go to. So I actually need to package up all of that in here. The sinus pressure is driving me crazy. My nose is not as runny as it was before. It's just like all that pressure, you know, right here. What's crazy is, like, before this happened, chin felt so swollen and like my lymph nodes, and I did like a I did a like lymphatic drainage massage like a couple days ago, and then the next day I woke up and I was so like stuffy. So like part of me wonders if this has just been like sitting and like waiting to come out. Like, you know what I mean? My lymph nodes were swollen for weeks and then I was sinusy. So I wonder if that's like related or not. Anyway, I'm gonna clean the kitchen real quick and then I'm gonna work on these labels just because I can't stand a messy kitchen. It drives me crazy. So let's do that. My SD card ran out of space. So we're back now. The labels for the candles, and one of the most fun parts I think is coming up with the scents and then coming up with the names for the scents. They're nothing like crazy creative, but it's just fun to come up with the scents and then think of like a name for them. There's one that we made and it smells exactly like a Bath and Body Works candle that I cannot think of the name of, but we're gonna call it gingerbread latte because it's like a coffee scent and gingerbread, and it smells amazing. We're gonna give that one to my mom, and I am just like obsessed with the scent. So I'm just, for ease, I think I showed the process maybe 2 vlogs ago of how I make these labels, and so I'm just gonna do them on my phone. So I'm trying the DIY, doing the house print on the plate, and I didn't do the best job tracing it, but I just kind of needed to do like a loose trace, and I can fine tune the details when I actually do the rest of it. But what I'm doing now is you're supposed to trace it on to plate using like a Sharpie, and I might need to get an actual like thick Sharpie to do this. Okay, so I'm covering the address, but I added some little details to the side. It's not the best. The paint pen was a little bit thicker than I expected, So it's not the best looking house, and like overall I think they'll like it. Chance says he thinks it looks good. I'm just gonna kind of blur out the name, and now I have to bake in the oven, and it's time to make the other one too. So I finished the plates, and they're not perfect, but I think they're cute, and that's all that matters. So let me show you. It's the one for Chance's grandma, and then I want to show you what I've been working on. So I made this one, which is like a Bible verse, and then I'm also going to do like a watercolor one on Canva, so that way I have like a print of that. So that's what I'm working on right now, and then I'm just going to, I just printed this with my printer, and I'll probably put them in some frames, or I might just give it to them and let them pick which one they want. I think it's going to turn out really cute. And then I have some other DIYs I'm going to work on today. I'm feeling so much better. You probably can tell that I'm feeling a lot better, but I've honestly just been sitting and like working and doing this kind of stuff. I feel like I've had such a fulfilling day because of that. It's like 60 degrees outside, and so I just went out and sat outside. I am gonna self tan here in a little bit because I need to for Christmas Eve tomorrow. Guys, I'm so excited for spring. Like I love Christmas, and I know that we're a couple days from Christmas, so we're still in Christmas time, but like the window's open and it being 60 degrees, I'm ready for spring. Anyway, I wanted to show how cute these turned out. Look at how precious. I did like the watercolor, and then I have the black and white. I'm making these for everybody, BRB. So we're in the office now, and I am working on trying for the first time to make some applique name tags, and I've never done it before, but it seems pretty easy. So I'm gonna try it. And then I also think I decided I was going to make my, what is he to me? My nephew-in-law. It's my husband's sister's kid. I guess he's like my nephew or nephew-in-law. I am going to, I think, make him a pillow, like just a reversible pillow, and I'm gonna do this Cars fabric on one side, and then I'm going to do this Toy Story fabric on the other side, and then I'm probably, I think, going to embroider his name on it. He loves Cars and he still loves Toy Story, so I think he'll still like the Toy Story, and I have the zippers that I bought to do that. I'm gonna try these applique name tags first, and I'm trying to decide what I want to do for it. I think it would be cute to do this Finding Nemo one for his. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna like kind of test it out first, but I'm gonna test out hers, and I think I'm gonna use this pretty fabric that I have, either like this one or this one that I plan on using to line like a bag. I think I'm gonna go with this one just because I love this one so much. So essentially I made a file in Hatch, and I just did kind of like some basic fonts, just like your classic embroidered there. Then I just added a couple like tack down layers, and I think I added enough, and I just used an O for the hole. So we're gonna try it and see. Now, I've seen tutorials use both water-soluble stabilizer and the tearaway stabilizer, and I have both. And I'm going to start, I think, with the tearaway stabilizer because I don't use this stuff that often. So I'm going to start with this. And then I bought some craft foam that I need to cut out. So essentially, you just have your stabilizer in there, and then I got to cut some craft foam, which is in the living room. So let's go cut that, and then I'll be back. All right, we're ready for step one, I believe. Okay, here goes nothing. It should be a tack down stitch first. It's supposed to be another tack down stitch next. So it's, for some reason, it's showing her name. So we're just gonna have to go back and do another tack down stitch after we put the fabric on. Okay, so I just basted my fabric onto there, and I just did like a little bit of the design. And I'm going to do my next tack down stitch. Okay, so now you embroider the name. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. Now we're supposed to paste another piece of fabric to the back to essentially be the cover of that. So we're just going to give it a spray, and then I'm gonna smooth this on top. Okay, so then we do one more tack down. Okay, so now we just need to trim the fabric. So I'm gonna go in with my scissors and very carefully trim it. Okay, I didn't do the best job, but we're just gonna kind of see how it goes and try out that satin stitch. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm gonna try and cut it out. So I believe obviously you take it off of the hoop. And I'm just gonna tear away stabilizer first. And apparently the foam is supposed to be able to tear right away too. Oh, that is very cool. So it just tears right off. And then you're supposed to just like take a lighter to the edges to kind of clean that up. And then I'm supposed to like poke a hole right here, essentially in the middle of this thing. Oh, okay, that just straight up caught on fire. Okay, maybe you don't take a lighter to the edges. Maybe we'll try an iron because we don't want any fire. Okay, so I do think it worked, but I think the issue with this fabric is it's very stringy. Like the one that I chose has so many fibers. So I might try it with another fabric because I don't know if the strings are gonna like fix themselves. And I think I need to do maybe a little bit of a thicker satin. Okay, wait, I actually got it trimmed down pretty well and I think it looks really cute. I mean, again, it's not perfect, but I think if I can get a thicker satin stitch, it'll be a little bit better. And if I just use a better fabric, this one was definitely not the best. Like a linen type is not the best because all the fibers in it. I do think it's really cute and I'm actually really happy with how that turned out. Okay, so I did another one and this one turned out, I think, better. The edges are still like not perfect, but the ones I've seen on TikTok essentially look like this. Like they all seem to have that same kind of funky edge. So I think that's just the reality of it. This is what they look like. And I think they're pretty cute. Like I think for my first time, they're not bad. And with that, I think we are done for tonight. So I'm gonna edit this and then I'm gonna go to bed. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you tomorrow for Christmas Eve.